So, ma'am has given an important question to all of us. So, I would like to now forward this to Shravya, ma'am. So, with the sudden lockdown, when women find themselves isolated, alone, and vulnerable, what are their options?
A very good morning, everyone. Thank you, Harshita, for the question. See, for more than a decade, I've been working on gender equality as well as, women rights on par with United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. This pandemic is exposing and exploiting women, in all kinds, be it gender inequality or be it women health or rights or freedoms, everything. So what I basically feel is like, the main reason for this is the unfair and unequal treatment, be it jobs or any other workforce. I feel that post COVID-19 also women are going to be at high risk of losing jobs, because especially most of them, particularly 70% of people, women we have as friend healthline workers. So there is a chance all these people might lose jobs after COVID-19 also. So I just feel there is one solution. We definitely need more number of women at the table when they make decisions regarding with the pandemic situation also, because women in insecure jobs urgently need some basic social protections, be it from health to insurance to paid sick leave, childcare or income protection, whatever it is. And we definitely need some inclusive economic models, because today we are in a situation where we can't get out of our homes and we can do our works peacefully. For instance, we have partnered with another organization called RS Crafts, where we have come up with a sustainable mask. This is a collaborative approach by VNG as well as RS Crafts, where we are trying to employ the single woman. They're happily sitting at home and they're stitching these masks, and they're able to earn their own livelihood. So like these, we need different kind of initiatives. And now that the technology is improved so much and the world is on the digitalization phase, vocational training can even happen through webinars also. And we are trying to come up with a new model where we are going to teach them cooking or next level craft or art, whatever it is. And I just see it in a certain way, where I think we all need to be strong. Many women need to come together. We need to be each other's support. And coming to another aspect also, rightly, like Leela ma'am mentioned, where even domestic violence is also becoming a big threat to the women community. And so these issues can be addressed. Yeah, these issues need to be addressed very soon as possible.
Okay, ma'am, thank you. So now I would like to ask Shravya ma'am, as to how we undertake such systematical changes where we alter the attitude of gender stereotypes to combat such incidents and recognize the importance of gender equality.
So, see, coming to another important aspect, particularly during COVID-19 pandemic, I mean, it's my personal observation. I feel we have intensified a lot of efforts in recent months to fight two pandemics. One is the COVID-19 pandemic that threatens lives, and the economic pandemic that threatens the livelihood of millions of workers. But much less attention has been paid to the third pandemic, which is lurking in the shadows, and that happens to be the increasing violence against women. Women violence against women is a grave violation of human rights, no matter when, what, how it takes place. And it can have a very negative health on women's health and livelihood also. As per the UN data, there is a serious increase in domestic violence since the lockdown. And just in case, if we take the situation of rural women, it is even more worse, because they have to walk miles for getting firewood for cooking, and be it open defecation. So they have been exposed to sexual violence from non-partners, which is more than twice every day. Particularly in India, what happens is like, reporting domestic violence during normal circumstances itself is very, very difficult because the stigma around domestic violence is something, it's been treated as a couple's private matter. And if suddenly a wife goes and reports something about her husband, she's being threatened by her in-laws. Right, like Spandana mentioned, National Commission has definitely put in some good effort to address this issue. In fact, there's this campaign called Mask 19 campaign, which is introduced by France, where you're supposed to put a red dot on your palm so that you can alert your nearby neighbors or some other authorities within the colonies. So what I personally feel is that, there are certain solutions to address this issue. All the state governments must ensure that the helpline services are up and running like 24/7, and we need to create a lot of social awareness also. And we need to improve the access access for friendly policing and sensitive policing also, because we see that there are too many things on the paper, but when it comes to implementation, nothing actually happens in reality. Even like Purnima ma'am mentioned, I would say kudos to all those NGOs who has actually reached out to, be it migrant workers or be it women who are suffering domestic violence. See, as a founder of a women organization where we address the issues of women who suffered with the dysfunctional marriages, we've been getting a lot of calls of, be it depression, or sometimes even in spite of telling people that we deal with single women, but still the problem is so high that people have been calling us. So we had to offer a special service during this lockdown. We have requested few psychologists to address the issue of domestic violence. I mean, to treat them so that they don't end up in committing a suicide or something, because most of these women have suicidal tendency. See, many of us, we are very privileged because we are having a safe lockdown at home, but for most of the women, they don't have that option. So I think the government have to take the initiative where they have to provide safe shelters for the victims of domestic violence. So that will definitely help them to deal with the silent epidemic of domestic violence. Many and See, I would say the message is like loud and clear. If you have been a victim of domestic violence or know someone who is being subjected to domestic violence, I think it's time to report, and it's definitely a high time that we have to put a lockdown on domestic violence.
Thank you for providing an overview.